Let me ask you something. What are you really afraid of? Is it the thought of dying someday? Or is it something deeper, the fear of reaching the end and realizing you never truly lived? Picture this, your life as a blank book. Each day is a page, and you're the author. But instead of writing bold, unforgettable stories, most people scribble the same boring sentences over and over, afraid to take risks, afraid to dream big, and afraid to embrace life. The Stoics understood this. They taught us that the fear of death is natural, but it's also useless. You can't control when or how you'll die, but you can control how you live. Today, as we stand on the brink of 2025, let's talk about why you should stop fearing death and start fearing a wasted life. This isn't just philosophy, it's a roadmap for change. Chapter 1. Death as a reminder. The idea of death makes most people uncomfortable, but the Stoics believed it's one of the most important reminders of how to live well. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This isn't about being morbid. It's about clarity. Death is inevitable. Every breath you take brings you closer to it. But instead of letting this fact paralyze you, use it as fuel. Each day, when you wake up, ask yourself, if this were my last day, how would I live it? Would I spend hours scrolling through social media, complaining about small problems, or avoiding the things that scare me? Or would I invest my energy in meaningful relationships, pursuing my dreams, and appreciating the little things, like the way sunlight hits your face or the sound of laughter? Death is a teacher, not an enemy. It reminds us that time is finite, and we must make the most of it. Chapter 2. The weight of regret. Think about this. People don't fear dying as much as they fear dying with regrets. Imagine being at the end of your life and realizing that you never said, "I love you," to someone who mattered, never took that leap of faith, or never chased the dream that burned inside you. Regret is heavier than fear because it's a burden you carry to the very end. Epictetus said, "It's not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." Ask yourself right now, what have I been putting off? Is it a project, a relationship, or simply the courage to be myself? Regret grows when you delay action. Every day you hesitate is a day you can't get back. Stop waiting. If you've been dreaming of starting something new, take the first step today. Even a small step is better than standing still. Chapter 3. Purpose over procrastination. A life without purpose is like a boat drifting in the ocean with no destination. It doesn't matter how much effort you put in if you don't know where you're going. Viktor Frankl, a philosopher inspired by Stoic principles, said, "Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose." What gives your life meaning? It doesn't have to be something monumental. It could be being a source of kindness for others, pursuing a craft you love, or making a difference in your community. Once you identify your purpose, guard it fiercely. Procrastination is the enemy of purpose. Stop saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Start today, even if it's imperfect. Purpose gives you direction, and direction gives your life depth. Chapter 4. The present is all you have. Seneca, another great Stoic, said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." The truth is, most people spend their time either replaying the past or worrying about the future. But the past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The only thing you truly own is this moment. Are you fully here right now? Or are you distracted, thinking about what you should have done or what might happen? Living in the present means noticing the beauty around you, the warmth of a cup of coffee, the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, or the feeling of someone's hand in yours. It means putting down your phone during conversations, savoring your meals, and appreciating the ordinary moments. The present is a gift. Don't squander it by living anywhere else. Chapter 5. Fear is a prison. Fear is one of the most powerful forces in life, but it's also one of the most deceptive. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of discomfort keep us trapped in small, safe lives. But here's the secret. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of it. The Stoics teach us to focus only on what we can control. You can't control how others will react or what the future holds, but you can control your choices. Every time you face a fear, you weaken its grip on you. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting, starting a new venture, or having an honest conversation, remember this: your growth lies on the other side of fear. Chapter 6. The power of connection. At the end of the day, life is about the people we share it with. The Stoics believed deeply in the interconnectedness of humanity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We were born for cooperation, like feet, hands, and eyes." Invest in your relationships. Spend time with family and friends. Be present when you're with them, and let them know how much they mean to you. Life is too short for grudges, misunderstandings, and unspoken words. If there's someone you've been meaning to reconcile with, or someone you've taken for granted, don't wait. Connection gives life meaning, and it's what makes our journey worthwhile. Chapter 7. Simplicity is freedom. In our modern world, we're bombarded with messages telling us that happiness comes from more money, more possessions, more status. But the Stoics knew that true happiness comes from less. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Simplify your life. Identify what truly matters and let go of the rest. This doesn't mean you shouldn't strive for success, but remember that success is hollow without inner peace. Prioritize experiences over things and relationships over material wealth. The less you need, the freer you become. Chapter 8. Gratitude transforms everything. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to shift your mindset. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your entire perspective changes. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. It could be the roof over your head, the meal you're about to eat, or the support of a friend. Gratitude helps you see abundance where others see scarcity. It makes you more present, more positive, and more resilient. Practice it daily and watch how your life transforms. Chapter 9. Leave a legacy. What will you leave behind when you're gone? The Stoics believed that a life well lived is one that leaves a positive impact on others. Your legacy isn't about fame or fortune. It's about the love you gave, the lessons you taught, and the lives you touched. Be a role model in how you live. Share your knowledge, mentor someone, and give back to your community. Your actions today create ripples that will be felt long after you're gone. Chapter 10. Embrace death. Embrace life. The ultimate lesson of Stoicism is to embrace death, not with fear, but with acceptance. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." Understanding that life is fragile and fleeting isn't depressing, it's empowering. It pushes you to live fully, love deeply, and face challenges boldly. When you make peace with death, you make peace with life. As we approach 2025, let this be the year you stop fearing death and start fearing a wasted life. Every moment is a chance to rewrite your story, to live with courage, purpose, and gratitude. Don't wait for tomorrow. It's not guaranteed. Live boldly today,